Mcree of Trap Camp presents
Zombie Headquarters Radio.
Enjoy your reverence.
Trap Camp.
DJ Mcree.
Damn, son, who is this?
Gotta get right for the 100 swine. Hit a fuck nigga with a movie, that's 100 swine. Little nigga talking that shit, I got the plunger. Bruce with the bands, bitch, I'm Zeus with the thunder. Young swing, don't get no fuck, what you talking? Foot next and get more leg than the stockings. Mine on the money, man, you know how I'm rocking. Bitch, don't try it, young swing, stay watching. Out and about, looking for it, where it's at. Don't play no games, but I'm playing with the sack. Don't get no fucks, what you think that I'm is. Running through the streets since I was a fucking kid. 2 chains on, cause I never had shit. Young swing did everything but quick. Used to keep this shit in the closet like a fit. Pull up searching for a nigga like a hit. Heard that they looking for a nigga. Heard that they looking for it. Heard that they say that a nigga ain't shit. Heard that they think a nigga ain't. Bitch, I be working.
This is Certified Trap. Give them something nasty.
Till a
to
Zombie Headquarters Radio.
I got them killers, they gunning. Smoking on gas make you vomit. I put that lean in my stomach. I take the rats and the running. I got them killers, they gunning. Better not play cause I'm gunning. Hang with them killers, they gunning. Nobody around me, they gunning. I got them killers, they gunning. Smoking on gas make you vomit. I put that lean in my stomach. I take the rats and the running. Got a bad bitch, she for honest. Got that little bitch hooked on phonics. She with the 20s and hundreds. I just be talking ironic. Stacking my clothes like I'm Sonic. I want the hair like a bunny. I love when she said she coming. Get about me cause I'm running. Miami Heat is a warming. Gave you fuck niggas a warning. Fuck your little bitch every morning. Rock the same clothes every morning. Get that hoe out cause she bored. I'm in your bitch cause she. We in your bitch cause she. We pourin' lean cause we. I got them killers, they gunning. Smoking on gas make you vomit. I put that lean in my stomach. I take the rats and the running. I got them killers, they gunning. Better not play cause I'm gunning. Hang with them killers, they gunning. Nobody around me, they gunning. I got them killers, they gunning. Smoking on gas make you vomit. I put that lean in my stomach.
Do it again, boy.
Me and my founders, we gunning. You know Kabaja, we gunning. OG's back at cost 800. Finish the plug, I start running. Dudes in the cool, they start gunning. We take your bitch and your money. Lost in my face like it's sunny. She told me I take so young. Running your house to take some. My bitch is jigging for some. My nigga jigging for some. We drinking this and like rum. Rolling up shooting like pumps. I'm chewing Zeddy like gum. She still a bro like a bum. Keep that bitch out, we ain't dumb. Ooh, I whip that glove up. Scope you out like I'm an eagle. We some hood niggas and riggles. I got them killers, they gunning. Smoking on gas make you vomit. I put that lean in my stomach.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? How's the audio quality? Boy, I tell you, listening to the, what do you call that? Like the, I guess, streaming soon screen or whatever. Listening to the music, bro. Boy, have times changed. The times have changed, bro. What's goody with everybody though? Who up in here? Who up in here? Oh, I got this shit all the way up here. That was not the initial plan. The initial plan was to have the screen right here, but you know what I'm saying? But I am going to be streaming on IG, and I'm already streaming on Twitch. Boy, if you do this shit, you got to really do this shit now, man. Don't play around, man. You got to be on every platform. So you can see why I be taking my sweet time to be doing stuff, because you got to have some kind of strategy. Not strategy, strategy. But DJB Streets, Big Brother Knit, Jay Reezy? What's going on? Gaming. What game you be playing? Blaze University. What up, everybody? And I'm just Ghostface. I see you up in there. You was emoting. Twitch, what's up? I think there's like 2 people on Twitch. That's what's up. I need to stream more on Twitch. I have no real reason not to, bruh. No real reason not to. So the audio's good, sounding loud and clear. Tactical MIDI, man. Blessings. I ain't seen you in a while. Prestige. Oh, you finally made it to a live stream? Well, I haven't live streamed in a week and some change? Maybe a week? Yeah, that'll change. Low-key Kuma. What's good? Said Omnisphere 3 on the live 3. Oh man. I don't even have real talk. We're just gonna react to that. I don't even necessarily. I don't know. I don't want to say anything too controversial, but I am gonna say some shit though. But before we do, man, let's go ahead and get some housekeeping done. Because, you know, when you stream, you got to stream with a purpose. You hear me? You hear me? So make sure you check us out. Links in the description box. Website, 16levels.com. As you can see, we have finally finished the MPC Live 3 Masterclass. I know there will be some questions, but yeah, we finally finished that up. That's great. I got these Studio Max 1s on my head, and I can notice a little bit of latency, like a tad bit. It sounds like, you know, when you record and you hit monitor in or something like that, and it gives like that double vibe. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from these headphones. But yeah. So there you go. But yeah, I want to make sure that everybody know that, because it's very important. It's integral. It's a part of the housekeeping. And it's a part of life, man. You gotta let people know what's going on. And I do have other master classes too. I have the Key 37, the MPC 1, the MPC Live 2, the MPC X, and then if you need private lessons, hit us up or hit me up. I be working OT on this mug, bro. You know, it's not like I wanna be a one-man band, but it's usually how it works. On game. Yeah. The lessons is all in. Yeah. Appreciate that. Lessons are all in order. But yeah, I can't tell. I seen the new YouTube has things that I do not like. Like, bro, like, why can I not? Okay, I guess I had to go in the streaming options. Let me put question mark right here. Give me a sec. I gotta clean this up, man. Gotta clean this up. But yeah, we will have a whole entire time segment MPC content or whatnot. There are some things, man, that I wanted to react to just off the strength, humbug. But let's see. Like the situation, I believe, with the content creator Dave or some shit. Like, yeah, I seen he's starting to experience what us smaller YouTube channels experience. But yeah, he's a really dope bass player, and he's been dealing with some stuff with YouTube, and one of which being copyright law. Imagine getting copyright striked and copyright claimed for original content, for non-harmful content. Imagine that. So damn, you put in work, finished the masterclass already? Nah, I should have finished that a while ago, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you. I should have finished that a long time ago. Real shit. Oh, you're 13 minutes in? Okay. Tony Anthems was going on. BHOS was good. Lord Ivory, what's it? Lord I Reckon? That is a name for you in Jude 24. Oh, appreciate it. And just to get some detail on the masterclass, just to keep it 100, I have plans on dropping more content for it. I recorded for about 5 hours, and I think after punching it up or whatnot, before editing the video, I had at least 4 hours of content, because, you know, you record for 5 hours, but sometimes you might go and eat and do other things, you know, priorities and whatnot. Now it's down to about 2 hours and some change. However, it covers everything. Then there's going to be more to follow, because sampling doesn't just stop at like knowing the feature, you know what I'm saying, and being able to get one thing off or two. Sampling on the MPC is far more complex than what people will tell you, and it's easy to understand once you put that information in your head. But you know, it'll take some minutes, and then there's some things I learned too. Like, I was like, holy shit! Like spoiler alert, time stretch is much better. Jesus, it's much better than I thought. Put it that way. And it would look. And I worked with the MPC Live 2. I got footage of me putting the latest update on the MPC Live 2. and I tested some stuff out. Big shout out to the 4 people watching on Twitch. Don't be shy. It's okay to talk. But anyways, so it's honestly working on MPC Live 2, coming back for the MPC Live 3. I know people have their opinions and all this other stuff, but dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no freaking way, boy. Ain't no way I'm going back to that shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. If someone's trying to sell you on I mean, now there are some parameters I want to set. So first parameter, if you don't have the money for it and it's gonna mess some things up in your life, you don't need to buy it, bro. Take care of your priorities. I want to be that guy, okay? Secondly, if you're comfortable with what you got, that's fine too. If that's all you care about is your MPC that you have. However, I will say this, because I've seen opinions and people of rationale. For the most part, I think people are just making videos to make videos. They like putting MPC3 in your title definitely gets you some views. I'm fine. I'm not hating on that part, but don't misinform your audience on something that you don't even have. Haven't even touched. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, then again, dude, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna show people how the MPC Live 3 works until you feel comfortable. That's also the thing. That's also a thing, like, dude. But more power to you if you're making content like that. I understand. It's hard in the streets. It's hard out here for a pimp. Shit. Hey, man. But anyways. I think I turned off the audio for a sec. Thank goodness. I actually was going to not do that. And I think that beep does help, because when you touch the button or whatever and no sound, shit. Can imagine. Do a whole stream where it's blink. The antenna. What's going on? That's a hell of a name. What it is. I have too much gear at this point. One more piece and I will move off the grid. That's hilarious. Like that's everybody's plan, is like get enough gear and then shit hit the fan. You gonna go you gonna go and hibernate somewhere with your gear and all your survival tools. I hear you. Yeah. I feel that though. Off the grid, he said I will have to move off the grid. He said if he gets one more piece, he has to move off the grid. How do you not understand that? You can read. But anyways, yeah, dude. More power to the people that are trying to speak a message. I think the only real thing is people have to understand that saying that you ain't gonna get it or whatever the case may be, that's fine. Because look, dude, all this shit is luxury at the end of the day. That's the biggest point that I want to make, dude. All this shit is a luxury. That's the biggest problem with music in general. If you are creative, it's not a necessity ever. It is always a luxury. But the thing is it got to be convincing enough for people to want to buy it, right? That's always the grand issue. You know what I mean? So if it's appealing to people that have the money, people are going to spend that money regardless. That's what it is. But at the end of the day, mind you, this music stuff is a luxury. It is not essential to the average person's life. Maybe a little bit of music listening, you know, people like listening to music, clearly. People like to be entertained, clearly. But is it a necessity to life? No. Now, I look at it kind of different. For me, it is a necessity because this is what I do. You feel me? So it makes no sense for me not to have it. You know, and not to mention, it is, I hate to say it, to most people, it's my therapy. Dude, the main reason why there hasn't been many videos on this channel is because of the simple fact that I wanted to enjoy something. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I can enjoy it by making tutorials, but I also can enjoy it by not recording. Jesus. Been on YouTube for almost 20 years. That in itself is ridiculous. So sometimes you want to enjoy stuff for your own for a while, you know, and then share it with the world. Yep, I got a nice living room studio. Well, yeah, hey, ain't nothing wrong with the living room studio. There's been plenty of times, early music vibes as in my early 20s. A lot of us had studios in our living rooms. Probably the most jankiest of studios. I remember my homeboy having his MPC 2000 XL. He had his MacBook, or not his MacBook, his tower. Those expensive ass things. Just to have Pro Tools and record in the house. We used to have a ball. Everybody was bringing the beats because they was recording and they was actually good at creating music. And you know what I'm saying? Those are my homies. Shout out to the Deuce of the Ville. If it wasn't for them, shit, I'm telling you, a lot of things would have happened. Same thing, like with my homie JG too. I was just talking to a lot of us. Don't talk to people all the time because, you know, we got families and stuff. When you're doing stuff right, at least obviously you have family, things to do, positive, contributing back. But yeah, I was just talking to a friend of mine, longtime friend, and yeah, we was just talking about music and stuff like that. And he introduced me to them, and we used to rap and do music and stuff. Had a struggle studio. My mom's living room. Struggle. Good vibes though. Good freaking vibes. Believe that. That's where we at now. Said it's the Zoom R24. What is the Zoom R24? What the hell are you talking about, Christopher Lamont? I gotta look that shit up. Dog. Hold on. What in the hell is you talking about, dog? My dog. That gotta be a joke. That's gotta be a joke, right? We joking? I put Zoom. It's okay. Oh, you just trying to be funny. That's for sure. That's just funny. Go ahead. No longer available. Nigga, you got that shit off of eBay, huh, my G? Huh? And what you did? You got that shit off of eBay? That what we doing? That's what we doing, dog. Yo. This man said, is this right here viable? This got to be a joke. This person's been over there. Homie's been over there with freaking Kenny Beats and them and shit. Like, for real. My goodness. It's a recorder interface controller sample. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The DAW before the DAW. Yeah, I mean, digital audio workstations used to exist. Like, not even, they used to exist in a way where they was at, and I don't even remember that joint by Kai, but I wanted one as a kid. But Kai had a digital audio workstation and shit. You know, that shit was mad expensive back then. They was in a different place too. But that one in particular has a sampler and it has drum tracks and shit too. But digital audio workstations used to exist in the hardware world too. They still do. I think the Tascam Model 12 actually is a digital audio workstation. You can make beats on it. You can record into it. You can record your beats and track them out. And one of the biggest things that you can do with the MPC is track it out in Tascam Model 12 and then track it back in. You know, that was a vibe. Said about those converters though. D Daniels haven't left that shit alone. I have bars. No, I don't. That's why I don't rap anymore. I knew where it was going, and I quit because I freaking couldn't rap. No. That man said it's 169 on certain sites. Yeah, you must be talking about some pirate sites or some shit. Someone out here selling licenses or some shit on Instagram, knowing damn well they ain't supposed to be doing that shit. 169. It actually reminds me too. That reminds me while we at it. Spectrasonics. We're gonna take a look at it. It is definitely not out. It is definitely not out. I kind of figured that shit. I just knew it. Yes, the Kai DPS 24. Motherfucker has been in my. He has hacked me. That's a fact. That dude right there, whoever that is, Jack, has hacked me. Facts. But yeah, I was gonna get one. I saw one on eBay for like $100 something. I fell asleep. It was like 2 years ago. I fell asleep for like an hour. Woke up, shit was sold out. Then I looked for days on end and couldn't find the shit. And I'm like, bro, there's no way that someone just bought something I was looking at and sold it for. The dude was selling for a very decent price. You can get it for $100 and something. Those things could easily. And eventually, people will catch up to how physical digital audio workstations are just so fun to play with. They're fun to play with, not hard to use at all, and was utilized by a lot of people. But they're gonna find out how the actual magic behind that shit, and then they're gonna go crazy. Then you'll see the prices go back up and shit, you know. So you still have a Yamaha AW16G. Damn. Damn, homie. But anyways, so where's something? There's something I was supposed to do. Okay, I can remember. I'm just kind of uncomfortable. I don't know. I'm nervous for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, so let's go ahead and do this shit. Matter of fact, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna turn these off. I do like these headphones, by the way. These headphones are I did a review on them. They're the one audio whatever. Studio Max ones. They're wireless headphones. They're low latency headphones too. The Bluetooth mode is actually sick on these things, bruh. Bluetooth mode is sick on these things. They are the couple of things that negatives I can think of. One, the latency while I'm gonna switch headphones. The latency on the headphones I cannot take. It's just a slight little bit of latency still in the wireless mode. It's supposed to be low latency. They ain't say zero latency, but the low latency is enough to bother me. Again, it just sounds like these sound like you're recording inside of your DAW and then you put the monitor in on and then you can kind of hear like your voice doubled. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Or it may be I just woke up and this is my ears or whatever. I know I'm doing this shit right somehow. I know I'm doing something right, but it's just, but as far as like listening to stuff when it's hardwired and when you're listening to music and stuff like that, it sounds really good. I'm actually astonished for $169 that these some bitches are much better than a lot of my headphones. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Overall, they're very good too. And that bass mode is sick and they're very clear. You can actually, you know, if you're in Bluetooth, you have more options too. But anyways, I'm not gonna oversell or sell these or whatever. You don't have to believe me, but I like them. Yeah, dog. Switch these headphones. That's what it is, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. What we got? Yo. See, I can rock with these. The low latency mode on those things is not what they could be. not what they could be. They're good enough though to do what you got to do in terms of music performance. That'd be much better than if you was to hook it up Bluetooth wise. But nah. While these right here, they're style wise, they're not so big. You know what I'm saying? Not as many Bluetooth modes. But you can, yeah. The eyes they just kill it. They're killing. They're overall better. Homie came in talking about Omnisphere 3 is the GOAT. was good though. Capping this thing, but yeah. So Let's go ahead and do it. You know, I'll do my shit live now. I don't even care anymore. I think it feels much better than freaking rehearsing and writing a script. I'm gonna write a script. Let me stop making fun of people. I do write scripts sometimes, or I write storyboards, I guess. Who knows? But anyways, there's a lot of hoopla talking about Omnisphere 3 is out, and you know I seen they have done some rollouts or whatnot for a plugin. It's crazy. I can see for hardware, so that just begs the question I want to see, because Eric Pearson dropped a video 7 days ago, and I want to check them out. You know, give them a platform. I have the link in the description box, and then I'm gonna weigh in on my hot takes, bro, because I have a lot to say. On God. Get ready. Yeah, so let's see here. Omnisphere. We're going to check out the price too. Yeah, get it, gang. Let's get it, gang. Oh, yeah, they changed the whole entire UI of YouTube. Bruh. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear the stuff? Bro, look, I know people gonna hop in this comment section and hate on me and tell me, oh, you can't play the keyboard as good as Eric, and he's a goat. He's a goat. You already know those people are gonna come for my soul, but on God, I know that, and it's not just him. Does it make y'all, when y'all go on do all that on the keyboard, does that make y'all feel like y'all playing like godlike or some shit? Like, is that the equivalence of like someone finger drumming type shit? I'm just curious. It's the lean for me. It's the lean for me. See, I ain't gonna go all the way in like people think I want to go, bro. Because I want them, real talk, I want them to make this shit for like the MPC Live 3.
And we're super excited to reveal the next generation of our flagship instrument.
You're super excited. I am too, bro.
Our incredible team has been working on this for many years in secret, handcrafting it with a lot.
In secret, bro. What's the secret? That y'all was gonna do a third version of it? And then if you know, you know, you've been around town and you already know how long it took. It used to be called Atmosphere, if I'm not mistaken. It was called Atmosphere. It was a part of like this 3 plugin bundle. It was this ridiculous price back then, but at that time you couldn't beat it because Spectrasonics, by the way, they have a history of making some great samples. Like they have some great sample packs that you can get, key groups and stuff like that for the Akai I believe the S1000 all the way up to the 3000. And you could also use them in Sample Tank for if you were one of the OGs. You feel me? You already know that. Like you could use the CDs. You would just rip the CD using Sample Tank, and then that was it. And shout out to IK Multimedia. They're goats too.
A lot of love and a lot of care.
Mo Cushion was good.
It's really a thrill to finally get to show it to you guys.
891 was popping, my bro. We was just listening to some old school vibes.
For every kind of creator,
old saying it's old school. It's
beginner to power users and composers, from the advanced sound designers out there to music producers in just about any kind of genre you can imagine. You have probably heard Omnisphere because it's everywhere. So this new version offers...
I'm going to keep it a stack, gang. The only reason why people even care about Omnisphere in general, Omnisphere 2 back in the day, it's because of freaking Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin, Metro Boomin Southside 88. Look, it's all confirmed. Look, the conversations have happened. That was one of their go-tos. Grant, for sure. And a lot of people wanted to see which preset that they picked so they can do the exact same thing as them. That was the vibes back in 2015. Everybody wanted to talk about what preset. That's all people cared about. That was the vibes back in 2015. I suffered. But only people like that is one of the main reasons why, at least in our world, why people care about Omnisphere. Because otherwise, dude, if you know, you know. And I'm not going to poop on them right now, but
there's a ton of powerful new synthesis features and incredible new library.
Yeah. Trilogy was a bass. It was Stylus, which was like a hip hop plugin. And it was kind of cold. It was kind of cold. Like, there are people that's use that shit in hip hop on God, like Dr. Dre and Eminem, and also Trilogy too. That was good for the time. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get older, you're just going to end up picking up a bass.
Totally redesigned effects that we're going to talk about later. And okay, so let's start with the sound.
Oh my God, it's 30 minutes.
Because Omnisphere 3 has thousands and thousands and thousands of amazing new sounds from the award-winning Spectrasonics team of incredible artists and sound.
And I actually think that's far too much. But I guess at this point, if you're going to charge people, like I paid the 500, bro. I got a license for it, bro. That's some real shit. I know people that may have YouTube careers, mind you. They didn't get fucked with like a certain content creators like me that had pirated versions of that shit. No, motherfucker. I paid the whole $500 for that. Mind you, there was few years down the line, there's actual hardware. And for if you need an example, it's called the Wave State. Korg had the Wave State. The only problem with the Korg Wave State, real talk, it was massively complicated. And funny enough, the same sound designers from Omnisphere or Spectrasonics worked on that. That's funny, right? Crazy, right?
Designers.
Who knew that?
In fact, it comes with 18 brand new libraries. And these are all organized by different sonic vibes and carefully set up for all of our different kinds of users so that everyone gets a great experience.
And you'll never visit most of those presets on God. That's a problem.
Some great news because we've definitely been listening to you guys. In fact, I personally curated and went back and remastered the entire factory library with the latest features and effects. And
also, fun fact about Eric. He used to do sounds for Roland. If you have a Roland JV1080, mind you, how popular the Roland JV1080 is, homie worked on that joint. He worked on it too with Guru. He's still on Guru's, not Young Guru, but there's another Guru. I think he's called Plugin Guru, if I'm not mistaken. Big shout out to you because I already know you're gonna come in the comment section and do your thing. Cool. Anyways, those folks, like, they were a big part of the history of the Roland JV1080. Only the old heads that got gray hairs, and like R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying, the Neptunes, Timbaland. Shoot, I don't think there's not a single producer in the 90s. Moby, if you need some electronic music artists, just everybody used that Roland JV1080, and he made presets
come
for
up
it.
with a whole new organizational
and the
system that's way more
JV1080, and
intuitive.
another thing, I know I'm talking over him, but he's just talking about the sound. I just, anyways, then no disrespect to him though, because this is giving him praise. You know what I mean? So, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
And it makes
the Roland JV1080 basically is what it's the hardware version of Omnisphere. And that sounds stupid because the Roland JV1080 came out years ago, but it has 3 layers. Funny enough, you look at the UI of the JV1080 is basically Omnisphere. Yeah, and we'll dive into that one day.
it's so much easier to find exactly the sounds you need when you need them. The other thing you're probably wondering is just how much hard drive space are all these thousands of new sounds going to take up on my computer?
Good question.
Well, believe it or not,
lie incoming.
Our new lossless optimization technology, Omnisphere 3 takes no more space on your system than Omnisphere 2 did.
Oh my God. I'm dead, bro. It was like he was going to say it doesn't take any space. Yo.
Which is crazy. Okay, next up are some killer new features that make being creative with Omnisphere way faster for every kind of user.
They really did this. Not to kill it, but that same synthesizer he's playing, which is a Hydra synth, I believe, that literally can make all those sounds as Omnisphere. I just had to say I couldn't resist. If you know, you know. If you know about sound design, then you know that it's not necessarily which piece of gear is legitimately your information about sound design.
Whether you're an advanced sound designer or a preset surfer, a lot of the time what you really need is just to quickly
Preset
sculpt the
surfer
patch
is
to fit your
crazy,
music.
bro.
The new global controls let you customize any sound in Omnisphere incredibly fast. These smart controls analyze and adapt to the patch automatically, so they always work with musical results, no matter what patch you select. Let's check it out. All right, so let's select a patch. I'm gonna go up to the directory here, and here are all 18 of Omnisphere's new libraries. Let's check out Analog Vibes. And how about let's select a pad.
So are we talking about any new
pads,
features, or
whatever
is it
pads
just they
we
added more
sold.
presets?
And I'm gonna try this Neo reverse patch.
They picked the MP.
Nice patch. Let's add some resonance. Also nice, super resonant. Let's add some unison. Now, that attack for me is a bit long time.
Okay, so let's go to mutations.
This amazing feature instantly makes fascinating and useful variations of any patch.
Okay.
Let's try this with an orchestral.
So basically what it's going to do is crossfade. I'm calling it now. Basically what it's going to do is crossfade from one oscillator to the other oscillator.
Strings patch.
Let's see if I'm wrong.
This adagio string
Or
is a beautiful patch, and if you look over here,
it could
on the
do a whole
layers, you'll see
page.
there are 4 layers. Let's listen to it.
Okay, so it's going to cross over between different sounds.
If I
not
click this
bad.
button, mutate, boom,
Oh.
we have a brand new patch, a variation on what we just played. A beautiful patch that doesn't even exist in Omnisphere. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Super cool, and
That's fairly decent. I'm impressed
Sky's
with
the
that.
limit. Let's jump in and find out more.
But the real question is how much that shit costs.
Omnisphere 3 has so many new synthesis features, we could easily spend an entire video on each one. So I'm just going to give you a taste of a few here. Have you ever heard of a frequency shifter? It's one of the oldest electronic devices, made originally in 1964 by Harold Boda, who was one of the OG godfathers of the synthesizer. Now, traditionally, you could only use a frequency shifter on the entire sound, which makes it more of an effect rather than an expressive synthesis method. Until now. The new dual frequency shifter in Omnisphere 3 not only gives you 2 of them to use in series or in parallel, but it's also the first ever polyphonic frequency shifter. And it
Yo. What is this phase, bro? What is this phase, bro? That man is in he's having a gear and gas. Oh my God, this man's having a gear castle. Oh my God. Hold up. Give me a sec. Oh shit. I can't, bro. Like, bro, tripping, man. Let me go ahead and get to this wavetable type shit, bro. Let me do that.
This Origami Animals patch. And the cool thing about Omnisphere is that you've got the ability to have these modulating sounds and wavetables and a beautiful woman's choir layered underneath. Let's try something.
When it comes down to a good plugin, the biggest thing, any plugin company that's not doing it, look, here's the thing. If you want to have a plugin that's on the levels here, mind you, it just comes down to modulation. If your mod matrix is a hot mess, people don't understand it or whatever the case may be, or if there isn't an easy way to do modulation to make it feel like the sound is doing something, you're not doing the plugin right. And this is technically what they're doing in this aspect. They're just showing us things that they already exist. They exist, not new. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, their audience probably doesn't know. If they have a big enough base, then they're not gonna look at other things. Hell, shit, paying $500 will make you not do that. Shit, oh God.
Else out. Now let's go for this Elite Swiper.
That man said Newport face. Do people still do dubstep? Chat, just let me know. Comment section, let me know. Who's doing dubstep still? And that's not knocking the sound. That's just a genuine question, bro.
Layers in a patch and arrange and modulate them in some very cool new ways. The notes mode allows
Dilio, what's happening?
So you can see here I've got 4 different
Rhythm, what's
layers
good?
That are on different parts of the keyboard, like a standard split arrangement. Now I can also move and overlap the regions. And
that's one of the features that I use the least on the MPC, but then again, I don't use any MPC, and I'm not a keyboard player. But that feature, that you basically can zone on all the MPCs, but it makes more sense when you zone on the MPC key 61 and the 37 because it's a keyboard. But you know, you can zone and kind of fix things. It is good for natural stuff, but what the fuck? I mean, good for performance, but what in the world are they talking about?
Them, and then we'll do some crossfading.
I'm guessing.
So you can do positional crossfades.
Okay, so what they're doing is fading out sounds and stuff like that, so they can play certain aspects of the sound. Am I
this is really amazing
wrong? Am I wrong?
You have different sounds on each key. So
okay. So
if I play this note here,
so key zoning.
That's going to be a different sound if I play this note. So each one's got a different sound.
Oh shit, that man cooking up that Elden Ring right there, boy. That's that Elden Ring right there. I like watching people play Elden Ring. I don't like playing the game, but the game is fire though.
All right, let's take a look at velocity switching because we can easily change it to velocities. So down here I've got, if I play soft, I get that. And if I play hard,
that's cool
to do this, which has all kinds of different MPE dimensions. And what we're going to use is some of the new sound sources because we have beautiful deep sampled winds from Pedro Eustache. And so this first layer is Pedro playing a ostrich egg. It's a blown ostrich egg, real one, that he turned into an ocarina. And then the second layer.
What?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, y'all be wildin'. But anyways, that's kind of cool though, the idea.
Is Pedro playing his flute, whispering through it to create the harmonic series of overtones as he's breathing and whispering.
Okay, we know how MPE works.
And ostrich egg, real one, that he turned into an ocarina.
All right, bro. Hold on.
His overtone layer. First thing we're going to hear is the blown ostrich egg when I play normally.
Sounds cool. Cool sound. Y'all think we're going to have to return the flute beats? Really? Honestly, I didn't notice when people were... The only thing I noticed is that people were doing the tutorials, bro. On God. Like, that was the only thing I noticed is that people were doing the tutorials on, like, flutes. And that was because of what? Metro Boomin again.
And you
That would have been funny if he would have bust out with the if he would have bust out with the Percocets. hey,
could hear
I don't
the
expect
new
him to do that.
legato also is very, very smooth, very impressive. And so now when I dig into the note, you're going to hear those overtones.
That's cool.
So that's super, super fun. Let's apply that to another one of
That's
the
cool.
new beautiful sound sources, which is our new.
So basically, with quad zones or whatnot, I guess if you have an MPE instrument, I'm guessing. Look, some of this explanation stuff, I get it. You got to warm up to your audience to do so, and then I appreciate them for breaking it down. But I guess what he's saying in a nutshell, I don't even know if that. I think that is an MPE keyboard. Is that the espresso joint? I know the company had wrote me at one time, and they was trying to show me the pedal or whatever, and I was just, I had too much going. I was knee deep into the MPC Live 2.
Italian cello, which is just gorgeous. And what we're going to hear is when I press down.
You've now got 35 completely brand new filters that take inspiration from classic analog hardware. Circuit modeled filter saturation.
Okay, so we have new filters. This is shit that most people don't care about. I care about it as a sound designer, but
sound sources that explore new sonic realms and takes our creative sampling work to entirely new places.
Hardware integration. So that's something that happened before. So, bro, like, I'm gonna keep it just as a midway point. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Some of the stuff is cool. However, I don't think all the stuff is like, wow, bro. Oh man, you gotta get this. And I think a lot of the hype is between obviously Omnisphere and everyone, just because I've used a certain piece of hardware over the extended amount of years, bro. I'm not one of those fuckheads. But I definitely want to know. Let's go ahead and see the price. Let's see what they got on the website. All right, so we on the website right now. This is Omnisphere 3 introduction, and damn, I think I have keys. Oh, Trillion still exists. Trillion still exists. Now it will make sense. Now if all of these were, $500, that would make sense in my opinion. But they ain't gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in here arguing all day. So let's go ahead and check everything out. Omnisphere 3 watch demo. We already did all that. They Curate sounds remastered, rapidly find exactly. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure that it's right here. So rapidly find exactly the sounds you need within the high Curate new libraries, meticulously organized by type of use. And then the next one is remastered. Nigga, we bringing the video game shit to the VST plugin world, bro. Anyways. Remastered in VST plugins is crazy way to sell some shit. All the original classic Omnisphere patches have been carefully remastered and refreshed with the latest V3 features and effects. Now, I'm not trying to be pissy about it or anything. I'm not trying to be too pissy, at least, because with time, certain things do advance. Clearly, the tools that we have now are. I don't remember what Omnisphere 2 originally came out. So let me know in the comment section. Yeah, when did you acquire it? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Omnisphere fans mad at me for all this shit. Just let me know. I want to know. New adaptive global controls quickly customize the original sound of a patch with the new adaptive global controls that allow easy tweaks to most important sound characteristics. Oh my God. Tons of tune ambience, filter, envelope, vibrato, and unison. These smart controls automatically analyze the patch, so they always work with musical results, no matter what patch you select. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. Now, just reading that off the website, that is actually cool because sometimes you'll use stuff as a sound designer, and that's kind of the perk. That's the perk of being a sound designer in the first place, is that sometimes you might make a mistake, you know what I'm saying? And that mistake will end up being something that will be huge. I think that goes into engineering. I think that goes into almost every field. You can make a mistake and it could be a good mistake, Most of the times it's not. But being able to make something musically sound in an area where, especially if you're just a regular user, and giving them the power to utilize tools that may not work in a logical sense, and even if you're not like a newcomer and you're an OG, you get double the benefits from it because you already know what things do, and then you can take it there, and then it will have smart controls that will help benefit things that you design. I honestly think that's a good perk. You already know what I'm looking for now. All right, so let's keep on going. Let's keep on going, bro. Let's keep on going. Mutations, new patch mutations. That this is what we saw, but it, so you can read it or whatnot. At the click of a button, Omnisphere can now instantly create fascinating and useful variations of any patch. From subtle to extreme, every mutation you generate is automatically saved, and you can easily come back to them later. Nice. I ain't gonna hold you. That's nice. And looking at the presentation of that, it was just like, But then again, I did talk over it. I was one of those kids. Sometimes I got kicked out of class for outbursting because I'd be so impatient. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm guilty of that. Make fun of me. But new synthesis sound design features, they just went over that. It's quad zone modulation, 36 new filter types, circuit model saturation. Oh man, I can't wait till the analog guys go in on that one. I know you guys are, no, it's not like the real gear, head ass. Go to a forum or Reddit or some shit or Facebook groups and cry and complain. Love that. Love that energy, guys. Pillars of the community. Dual frequency shifter, vintage oscillator drift, fresh EDM wavetables, unison phase scatter, classic glide modes, okay, and polyphonic expression, MPE. All right, bruh. Oh, let's get to it. And then you can see all the other stuff that they have on the site or whatnot. I'll make it a little bit smoother for everybody. Yeah, so these are the effects. That is a lot of effects. But yeah. But you already know what time it is, though. We got to see what that price about. No spoilers have happened in the chat, in the comment section, but I got to see this for myself. So we're looking at a full price boxed so we're looking at it's $500. Okay, so if you haven't purchased Omnisphere 3 and you don't have any pre-existing version, then you can spend $500 for it. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's a tough sell these days because there's hardware out there. Now, I'm not saying is that there's hardware that you can get, or just like synthesizers, desktop synths that can do exactly what Omnisphere 2, 3 can do. VST plugins, people had these arguments or whatever. They were like, oh man, well, you could do this and do that and all this other stuff. And like, bro, granted though, that is tough. At least he ain't put no tariffs on this shit. He ain't put no tariffs on the price. So Omnisphere, full download is the exact same damn price. Their standard upgrade is $200 basically, so $199. Their Atmosphere upgrade is $249. Well, look, if people thought that they was gonna give you a free update for a full on 3.0 version of the software, bro, just nah. They ain't image line, bro. They ain't image line. They ain't gonna do that. That's pretty much an industry standard practice, like it or not. Not very customer friendly or past customer friendly, but dude, it keeps people working so they can make a Omnisphere 4. You know what I'm saying? If you're big fans of 3, then you're going to spend the money, or 2 at this moment. Then you're going to spend money on 3 and vice, you know what I'm saying, bro. But yeah, fairly decent price. $200, so you're almost paying half. Because, $250, that's half of 500, right? Or 250 is half of 500. I mean, not a tough sell, bro. It's not a tough sell. It's not like they haven't done it before. But the real question is, are you guys going to get it? I want to hear from the chat. I want to hear from the comment section. Me personally, and I take my time. But I'm a brokey, though. I'm a brokey. They gotta sell an arm and a leg to get that bitch. Why? You gotta catch someone slipping in the goddamn park. God damn. Boy. Damn. You gotta catch someone slipping, boy. Yo, no aim. It's the exactly for me, bro. I can hear in my little baby voice. Exactly. You gotta shoot somebody. Yo. Hey. Go to Guitar Center to get your Omnisphere 3 box version. And someone just pull up. Yo, come off that, homie. Oh, man. Never, dog. Never. You got it? What you got? You got Omnisphere 3? How? I mean, I guess because the videos that I saw, everybody had cooked those videos. They had pre-cooked those videos for the Omnisphere release. And my ass. So I'm thinking you'll wait and see if when they have a sale or something like that. Dude, companies like Spectrasonics don't have sales, bro. And if you see a sale for it, that sumbitch, I can almost promise you that site is not a legitimate site. You be straight buying it from Ray off of Instagram or some shit. Like he'll download that shit free somewhere that he ain't supposed to, and then he'll turn around and be selling that shit everywhere. Be hitting people up on Instagram. Boy, I remember those days like they were yesterday, because I'm pretty sure people still do it. But yeah, this used to be a dudes that just be hustling software to people via, it's crazy. Like people had full on websites selling packages of other people's shit for the free, you know what I'm saying? Crazy. That is crazy. Said they pretty much have the whole D50. Well, yeah, I mean, shit. I think Eric worked on some other shit. Like Eric worked on a whole bunch of shit. Like it's not just him, but a whole bunch of the gang. A lot of those guys, they moved on to do different things and stuff like that. I mean, he got a Moog, and that picture. My bad. I'm sitting here looking. But yeah, you got a Moog in that picture. There we go. Anyways, bro, my MPC been sitting over here like, bro, you gonna put in that work, nigga? Yes, M is. I can't show that though. I don't know why the hell I had that open. Hopefully I didn't. Whoa, almost got caught slipping. Someone said those sites still exist, bro. Yo, like there was this dude, he used to hard press me on Twitter, I believe. Like he used to just DM me constantly, talking about he has all the VST plugins and all this other shit. I was like, bro, I know where you got them from. I don't care to have them. And you're selling them all? Like, dude, imagine making your career off of downloading war ass shit, like pirated shit, which by the way, most of these companies partake in that shit and they ruin your computers with that damn pirated shit. But you go to download all the pirated shit, tell everybody thank you on there and how real you are and appreciate it, I can't afford it and all this other shit. That to turn around and make a career out of selling other people's shit that you got for free. Dude, that's some wild shit right there. Some of y'all niggas is wild. On God. For real. I be wondering about y'all. What the fuck is you doing? Like, even your shit, you got it for free, but you selling the shit because other people too stupid to know what you doing. Like, that's how you get that. Like, that's how you get in the head. Is you just hitting a lick. It's crazy. It's crazy, son. Said old school. That's crazy. Out the mud type shit. Okay. Is that it? I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to make some beats, bro. I'm gonna start the IG live shit while we're live on Twitch and YouTube, so we can get this shit popping, get it pop on there. And let me go ahead and that's what I meant to do. Well, I don't learn so many different things about playing, like working with the actual keyboard and mouse, that I was like, man, I would never go back. I will never. Dude, contrast, nigga. I mean, let me get myself out of here. There we go. I will never, ever go bike. And I'm a weeb, too. I'm a weeb. 40-plus-year-old weeb. How you like that? Anyways. Yeah, bro. What is it I'm looking for? Hell yeah. So I'm going to start that up. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's a smaller keyboard too. You know, you get them at certain percents. Like a full size keyboard is like 100%. I think this one is a 75%. I have a 60% too. Less buttons. And it gives you more real estate for your mouse. I mouse click now. Or that's how I play games. Anyways. Yeah, that keyboard fire as hell, ain't it? Shit, damn, it's going for the low on the Amazon. I think I have it linked in the description box. We'll keep on talking about it. I'll bring it up. I'll do I don't know, random video on it. Probably like a short. So I got to do this real quick. All right. Let's see if IG works. Okay, I'm streaming to it. There you go. Oh yeah, it's working. So I went live. How do I go to my damn chat? Well, if you are on IG, bruh, God bless you. I don't know why this camera looks like dog shit though. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if the audio. I don't know why this camera looks like dog shit though. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think you got to stream on there. You got to stream at like 720p for that shit to be good. You know, I'm streaming like freaking 4K, bro. I ain't go live on there. That's why. There we go. Chat will be on there. Gang, we gonna get this. Dude said he used to walk through and there used to be Russians selling pirated movies, CDs, tapes, same thing, man. Oh yeah. I mean, you know, there's always bootleg Kev down the street. What's going on, gang? Y'all joining me on IG, man. I am streaming on all platforms, Twitch, all that. And so if you see me partially in here, that's kind of, I had to move up a little bit, bro. I got to do that so everything be good. So. But yeah, I got the MPC up on deck. Give me a secos. I ain't gonna hold you. Uh-oh. Got my headphone that's out. Check. Yo, I think it's my headphones. Mic check. first time doing this shit. Matter of fact, let me actually shut off the screen. Fuck. Yeah, it's gotta be there. Check. I think my I hate this shit. I hate this shit. There you go. Damn. And y'all swim in, y'all swim out. Yeah, this shit is uncomfortable too. I ain't gonna hold you. I do not. I'm trying to figure out because what would be chill to me would be if I can move this up, but then that just messes up everything on like YouTube. So it's just like might as well deal with one demon. Just one demon would do. I hate this shit. Get out of here, bugs. And full level. Yeah. What's good? What's good? Big shout out to everybody that's on IG. I do see y'all. I have eyes on y'all as well. But we are also on Twitch and YouTube at the same damn time. So, if, you know, checking me out on IG ain't your thing, then fuck your ass. But if you good, then we good. Okay. It is what it is. And besides, IG allows me to do shit like this. Hell yeah. Yeah, everything should be good though. And new everything? Cool. So let me pull up my agenda, nigga. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not sliding through tag no more. What the fuck? Tag don't even have the technologies to be able to do shit like this. So everything else everybody else on caught up. Like I could, if I really wanted to flex on niggas, I would stream on TikTok as well, and I'm gonna do that. It's just one of the things I don't like about TikTok is that TikTok, they have their own little studio thing, and it randomly generates a key every single time. I don't know why. I mean, obviously because they know that their user base is kind of, you know, not smart. Not all of them. I mean, you know, there are some smart people on there that know how to rage bait, but yeah, yes, sir. But yeah, if you're on IG, man, definitely on YouTube as well. Right now I'm pulling up an agenda because I had to have some things. But if you have any questions about the MPC Live 3, bro, you just go ahead. Just ask. It don't matter. Any platform. I'm looking at all y'all folks. Except for like TikTok. And I don't have TikTok open anyways. But yeah. I know how that should be though. Otherwise, y'all just gonna see me make tutorials live and shit, and then you know, the other magic will happen offline. But yeah, I think, matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. That will be an easy one because I know that's always gonna be the question. You know, the most popular question in the world is always this, and I apologize, IG, that I'm not in the shop. But anyways, we'll figure that out. Matter of fact, I could move the camera. I could, but I'm not. I changed my mind. So one of the biggest questions everybody asks, it will ask you like, how good are the sounds in the MPC or whatnot? So that is something that Akai is more than aware of. Everybody wants to know if the stock sounds are good. I'm going to show you some of my favorite stock sounds to use. I'm going to make a beat using stock sounds and even a stock sample. All right. And hopefully it'll be good enough for you. But yeah. So, but links in the description box. If you want to support us over there at 16levels.com, I have a MPC Live 3 Masterclass. But yeah, I just think it'll be a good idea if I just show you what you could do with the stock sounds. Machine plus 2. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, nigga. Good luck. All right, so when you open up a project or whatnot, you do an empty project, you get this drum kit by default, or at least on my MPC. And I think my joint is a little loud. But yeah, you just get this right. It's called Trap Default, and it just gives you an idea of how the quadrants work or whatever. If you are wondering, if you're worried that oh man, I don't want to use quadrants and stuff like that, man, are they forcing this on you? No, you don't have to do that. You want to load up your sounds, like one sound into one pad and have the whole pad light up. That I think everybody knows that won't be an issue. It's a non-issue, bro. So what I'm going to do is just go into load. So this is basically how you will load up a drum kit, or in this instance, it's called a drum program. I'm going to load up the expansion, and this is the first thing that you'll notice. Now, not everything on this screen that you'll see are things that come with the MPC Live 3 in stock, okay? Just keep in mind, you know, I got a little bit more than the average person, but again, you always can link in the description box, go to akaipro.com, and it's not an affiliate link, bro. You know, they don't give me money for this, okay? But anyways, I'm going to go over here, because I know Snipe Young dropped some shit, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, when it comes to Snipe Young, you should get his shit, his other shit. But it's right beside Pure Platinum, funny enough. And this one's called Titanium. When I tell you Titanium got it like that, it's like that, it's like that. Let me get a little bit of, how's the audio? Let me know. Woo. I want to try this one out right here, and it's called something. I don't know. It's blocking it, but anyway, it's called Snipe Scepter, D minor. So I want to see what it's about. So basically, what you can do is you can hit load, or you can hit the data wheel. But I think data wheel, when it's on the screen, it will just load into the new track. It'll load into the track that you have selected. But if you want to load into a new track, then you hit load to new track. I mean, everybody knows that, bro. Yeah, but these sounds are cold. And I'm gonna show you something else too. So one thing, if you're gonna mess with Snipe Young knows how to warp his shit. I'm not saying that not everybody knows how to warp their stuff for Akai or whatever when they make their expansions, but in particular, this man does. Clearly. Said adios Gucci. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, it got some sounds to it now. So what I'm gonna do though, in hindsight, I'm gonna show you some things that I do. One, I don't work in double time. You know, that is a ancient MPC trick or whatever. Dude, I'm gonna go down to here. I'm gonna get me a click. And I'm gonna, and as you can see, when I move down, you see how those sounds, they sound ugly as hell. Dude, MPC Live 3, when it comes to time warping or whatnot, you need to understand how warping works anyway. So just a quick little tip here. You go over here into, I went to the edit button really fast, but I'm just going to just gun it from here. Once you go into this edit mode or whatnot, you will be right into samples. I like that. That's a change too, by the way, because usually it'll be in global, and then most people are like, what the hell? You know, what the hell? That type shit. But anyways, so what I want to do, since it's already warped and it's beat synced and we already know, we have all the information, what I'll do is I'll hit divide to, and it'll automatically, it'll speed everything up. See, you see the quality there? So I'm going to show you again, 2 times, do it. It's nasty. It sounds nasty. It's kind of cool the way it sounds, you know, because you could plan something with that, because you might like that jank, mind you. But in this instance here, we ain't gonna, I'll spare my boy. I will spare my boy and do the right thing. Spike Lee. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go through all the sounds, and divide them by 2, so I can do my vibes, right? Oops. 46, 73. And that's going to give us so much more leeway. All right, so you can understand that. And the sample originally plays like this, but that's actually cool how it's playing, though. So that's how it's supposed to sound. And, you know, oh my God, dog. Let me know, bro. I know people get excited when they, you know, play with some new sounds and shit like that, and everything is sounding good off top. And mind you, I'm not going to use the sample, even though I want to use the sample. It sounds dope, and I can manipulate it further than that. But just to give you an idea of how things are going to go. But you can always check all this. You can always check the sounds and see what is what. Like this sound right here. Oops, I turned it all the way down. What is this going to sound like at 73? Oh my. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oops, I think I forgot a sound. No? All right. I think I might speed up a little bit, and then, you know, 78 maybe. Let's go ahead and turn on the metronome. Drums is a matter of fact. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna turn up my metronome because I definitely needs that. I needs that. Where is metronome turn up? Volume. I think it's on Q-Link option 1, right? Yep. Oh, okay. I doubted my counting. Yeah, okay. I was definitely early on that. Yep, I'll do that again. almost messed up. So what I'm going to do is overdub that because I made it 8 bars now. Shout out to Snipe Young. For real. He be making them sounds for real. Bash Ali was popping. What's going on, Jazz? You saying, do I have to send it to the website? I mean, yeah, you could do the website, or I think that's the content that I have on IG. I mean, you could message me, but I think if I might have to go through. I have to do that, but. Oh. Check. Hold up. Yeah, you can hear me out. Now it's going through the MPC mic because I'm utilizing. All right. And I don't know if you know this. If it's low like this, you have to turn the mixer on, and then you can scroll up. And now you can hear me, right? It's cool. And the quality of the microphone is all right. All things considered, I would have to be like on this thing like right here for you to hear the quality. But bruh, the quality of this goddamn microphone is much better than I thought it would be. But it's good enough. You feel me? So let's record that in. Oh. If it doesn't play it back, that just means that one, obviously, that you that you have the monitor in still. Oh. All right, so I'm going to get into something. Look, I know a lot of you guys have been curious about how you can kind of findago bruh, if this don't get off my goddamn screen, if this don't get off my goddamn, bruh, y'all gonna have me out here. I got to have the MPC ops out here. I got MPC ops. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll duplicate that. So now I'm in the arrangement in itself. The arrangement's cool. So I need to duplicate this. Then I'll duplicate another one. So I should have how many clips? Way too many. I don't know. But anyways, I got way too many clips. I don't know why it's a section and all that. And I don't really care because I can delete all that. But I go into Arranger here. And what we're going to do is add that in there. Holy, that is, those samples is loud as hell. I don't know. How's the audio quality on IG? Homie said on IG they said I thought I stopped making beats. Now I know for a fact. Look, I don't be on the internets all the time, bro. But sometimes you got to be a real human being, bro. Like some of us, like for instance, I like going to the gym. I like spending time with my lady, even though I'm not spending time with my sweetheart right now. Those things, family matters, you know. No pun intended. Now we get this one in. I actually like that one. I actually like that one as a follow-up to what I got going on. And so what I'll do is I'll just overdub, play start. And I'll erase all that extra stuff in a second, but so when you have like things like that, like when you're overdubbing and stuff like that, by the way, IG, I do have a masterclass for the MPC Live 3. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete all this extra shit. Gotta love the erase button on the MPC on the MPC's touchscreen. And my dumb ass probably went to the pencil sign anyway, so I'm over here blaming the world. Anyway, so and I need to delete that. It's not a hard process. It's just a process that many people don't want to go through, and I understand why. We're as a 8-year new modern day MPC user. You know, this could be a lot of pressure on people, especially if you're not used to producing. Ooh, that sample just keeps on giving, huh? The fuck? And let's see if that is the right ones, because okay. Sounds good on IG. I appreciate that. Hey. Oh. And this is cool, you know, going back into the clip matrix, and then I can go back to the original joint here. Oh. You could delete all these other ones too. Oh, I see. I feel you. And see, utilizing the clip mode on here makes it easier for you to DJ with your MPC. That's kind of the point of the new clip matrix, and well, it's not new. It was on the Akai Force. You know, there's some things that they have improved on clearly, but yeah, it just allows you to work on your tracks and stuff. And I'll show you one cool thing with that too. Let's get it. Just deleting some of it. Keep your stuff nice and organized. You feel me? You feel me? Copy and paste this one up here. Oh shit! I actually fucked up. So undo. I'll actually delete all that. Said put on oops list because I don't have one. I'm jealous. Yeah, oh no. He said op. So you a op, bro? You can't be a op. Come on, fam. What's going on, the homie? Said that looks too complicated to look at. Dude, I'm gonna say this. I'm old as hell, bro. Look, I'm old. By YN standards, I'm old as dog shit, matter of fact. Ain't no way anybody that's young who can look at all these multiple colors in FL Studio or look at any other DAW that has a whole bunch of colors gonna tell me that this is complicated. Now, I understand if you don't use like Ableton or anything like that. This is cool. You know, not everybody likes to dabble between different things to get inspiration. But dude, it's not complicated. It really isn't. It really isn't. I promise you that. So let's go ahead and bring that to a slot. And then we'll move that back. Matter of fact, I want to play this slot right here. And then we'll cook from here. So the way I'm cooking up now is totally different from what I would cook up in the past. Let me turn this touch strip off though. Yeah, you know, everything can't be perfect, you know, but at least they thought about that. Because if you accidentally touch this touch strip sometimes and you have a parameter set up, you can just totally screw your beat. But they thought about that. So and that's me, that's not Rick Ross. All right. So the next instance here, when I'm building up stuff, you know, I'll just look. It says D minor, but I'm not going to do that. So perhaps I just want to change all this stuff right here. Since it's already time, you know, time warped and all this other time stretched or whatever you want to say. I can go ahead and go down semitones, up semitones. Let's just go up 2 semitones to an E minor now, and it'll tell you the key like right in front of you. Okay, so you don't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about that. And then you just keep on going. I'm probably doing too much anyways. Ooh, there's a lot of shit, bruh. Bro, why is Snipe Young so cold with it? Why is he so cold with it, bro? You know what I mean? Why some people are just so cold at doing shit? So basically, I got new shit, right? I had to mess with other things, you know, all these buttons, all the shiny shit. But anyway, so now that we have all this established, the next thing I'm going to do is just work on something. So the reason why I went into the first track with the samples and stuff like that, mind you, is because I wanted to know the key, and I can go into here. This is why it's so easy to use the MPC, bro. And I'm going to go right into notes mode. I'm going to press the notes button right over here, and it's going to pull me right into the pad perform. You know what I'm saying? For safe keep. Boy, my chair be adding up. I just move that out of the way so it won't bother it no more. Anyways, so I'm going to set up what you call E minor. E minor scale. And this is in notes mode. I don't have anything, you know, I got the plugin up. And as you can hear, I'm already in scale. Now, there's a whole bunch of things you could do. You could do chords. From doing regular chords, you can do this right here, bro. Like you can, you have different chord voices, you know, chord numbers or whatnot. I remember when that was the big thing on YouTube. People used to teach that shit. And I'd be like, okay. You know, type shit. And then you can use the pad banks here for like octaves. And that sound isn't all that great anyways. Then you got chromatic chords that fit all the joints in here. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like ass. But what you really want to get into is this progressions. I always tell people this. That we got progressions over there, 16 levels and stuff like that. But on some real shit though, even if you weren't to get any of those, you got a plethora of things. Mind you, my MPC will be a little different from yours, okay? But you know, I can go into, let's say I'm gonna go into a stock category. I'm gonna go into jazz. Boom, jazz 1. I'm gonna automatically identify, you know, that sound is ass. But you know, I can hit the sounds button. I can go for the sounds button over here. Am I violating? Am I violating? Am I violating? No, y'all ain't seeing nothing that y'all ain't supposed to see. Okay, and this is why. But anyways, my favorite category is actually fabric. So I'm gonna go into fabric because fabric has different sounds and stuff like that. You can pick out the presets over here. You know, you just go over here and then you have the actual different categories and stuff like that. Fabric preview. Boom. And, you know, you can already vibe out. And let's go ahead and add it in. That's called chocolate. You can also go into the UI of your plugin from right here, or you can just press the edit button and whatnot. And this is fabric, how it looks like and stuff like that. But you know what? I almost forgot. Fabric isn't a stock plugin. Matter of fact, you got to pay for that. Okay, so we're going to go back into sounds and then we're going to pull up Hype Synth. So I almost forgot. What I'm going to do here is go into a different category, probably pad warm. That's a little too... Bellish pass? No. I've used that preset a lot. Oh, that's that K Tornado, bro. What's going on, DJ Fire Brazil? What's good? Big Dealio don't join me on IG. See if I'm doing the damn thing. I'm gonna get a phone call. Hey, how you do that? How you do that? I don't know what sound, because in my opinion, I like that sound. I've used it before, maybe at a lower octave. Let's try it out. So. We'll go through presets. I'm gonna go and do track level so you can mix stuff while you're on different screens. So, you know, you can just open things up. But Hisense is a pretty good plugin. Again, this is stock. It was on the, what was it on first? It was on the Akai Force first, and I had some MPC Penis MV for the Akai Force because they had that plugin. Now we got it. We've been over there since 2.10. But yeah, there's plenty of shit. There's plenty of stock sounds. You know, you tripping if you can't make a beat on this stock, it's because you're not trying. You're not trying. Or you might suck ass. Maybe I got to motivate you that way. Oh, you're trash. And then the only reason why you can't make beats on it, you're trash. You know, that's when people take it to heart. And then that's when you see the potential of people. You feel me? So those are chords. Chords. Bro, if I could spell chords, it'd be great. There you go. Chords in there. And they're like swim well. And then we're gonna go to another track. New track. When you make a new track or whatever, of course, it makes sense to go into another track. I started to duplicate it, but I'm not gonna duplicate it. Let's see here. They said that's that boom bap, bro. That's that down south boom bap. That's that down south type shit. Even though Snipe Young is from the West Coast. You might be from down south, but he moved to the LA because he's just that fire. Who knows? You end up becoming who you are. Basically, yeah, bro. What am I doing? I'm having a life talk with y'all niggas. Like, nah. All right. So next one, Hype Synth again. We're gonna go ahead and pull up Hype Synth or whatever. Let's see. I'm going to do some formal plucks this time. So I'll do something even different from here. Pluck. I'm just going to type in pluck. The other thing that you could do on the MPC, normally I would go track mute, sit on the track mute or whatever for forever, ever. And then I'll do that. But on here, on the Live 3, you can do track mute up here. Like right up here in this area where your step sequencer is at. And then you can get your screen real estate back. And let me just demonstrate this shit to you. That type shit. But the only difference is it's going to be, you won't see the name of the, track that you're muting. But as long as you know, by pressing or holding your main button, you can see the colors. You can see the colors of the stuff. And now you don't got to do all the guessing game. So that's what's bomb. That's what's bomb. It's meant for you to be a performative artist. And at this point, you got to do that if you want to be relevant everywhere, So anyway, so let's go over here. Yeah. Let's see. Go and grab. Let's see. I'm probably gonna grab some plucks. I don't remember all the hard stuff. I'll turn it down now. And then go back in the past. Perform. You can do it on the screen or whatever. You got more real estate now. And let's go into note mode. Actually, you know what? What I'm going to do is note repeat. I'm going to have to get out of the screen. Note repeat's locked on the screen. I'm going to set up the ARPs. Maybe a little bit too fast. There are some. There's a lot of tricks. One, the trick I'm about to show you is how I'm gonna get rid of that damn reverb that's on it. But anyways, I'm going to here in the ARPs. You can set up different variations. I'm gonna show you something that you could do in terms of just like spreading that out. I don't like that sound either, but you know, we're gonna just roll with the punches, bro. So let's record that in. Actually, I don't like that. That shit is weird. I didn't hear the awkwardness of the variation. Probability. Hold up. What? What the? Wow, you can really customize it now. Holy. They put probability over here. Wow, I did not know that you had probability, and that was never there. That was never there. That was something never discussed, but I found it. There's gonna be a tutorial tomorrow. Someone's gonna claim that they found it and know all this shit. But anyways, that's how it works, though. That's how it works. I see you. That sounds ass, though. Is it because you have to be in the screen? Is that's what that's telling me? Is that their way of telling me that shit? You know what I'm saying? Shit. All right. Okay, you win. Actually, maybe where I had it. You know what? I'm actually going to do it manually. I don't give a shit about this. No. And now we could get out of the... Whoop. Nope. That is not the right button. We're going to get up out of there. Turn that down. Oh, actually, I know why it is. I'm sorry, I keep on stopping it, bro. I know why it's doing that. So I got to go into Hype Sync and turn that goddamn delay off. For a matter of fact, let's go to that delay effect. And from the delay effect, that 4 is because it's in 4? No, that's LFO syncing, right? Effects 1. Effect 2. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, 1A. No, 1/4. That will be all right. That's much better. Now maybe perhaps that will work. And oh no, no, I can always do. Actually, I can undo that. What am I crying about? I should know my shit, right? Now let's turn that into No repeat. Let's see. Nah, I don't like that at all. Ass. And let's go ahead and from here, turn that down. Matter of fact, why just do bass, bro? And then we can figure that out later, bro. I wasted all that time, all that glow up. Yeah, it on God. It is 100% a blessing. Dude, I was just trying to undo an Unreal Engine, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, how in the hell does Unreal Engine 5, which is supposed to be the most sophisticated modeling, game engine building, VFX, all that, don't have a good enough freaking undo feature? Like, why would they not have an undo history that's strong enough to detect things like deletion or moving of a screen or something like that? And mind you, this does. But yeah, that's another story for another day, bro. I was just sitting there, I was flabbergasted. Yeah, bro, this shit crazy. What are we gonna do? Yeah, bass. What is bass? What we looking like on bass? I'm probably gonna have to go in here. Notes, E. It's on octave 3. Holy God. Octave 0. Give me that. And it was the E. Boom. Octave 0. I'm doing it when I'm doing my bass, I always make sure that I play it up higher so I can tune it down. I messed that up? I did. What's good, everybody that's joined on IG? transpose it down. And I noticed something. So, TC, where are you? TC, I think you're on option 2. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not locking in the scale like that. God damn. An idea from that. Well, let's go and double the track. That's piano. I gotta change that to bro. No, you better not. Oh, it says. Oh, I'm about to say, like, you better not have froze. Oh, hell no. Boy, I've been mad as. Oh my god, it would have been in front of the world too. Shit, not on me though. But anyways, piano. So piano's on here. Piano stock sounds fairly decent. And since we already got a lock in, we already know what, the scale and all that. It's just easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I already picked out. Okay, of course that's not gonna work. And I gotta pick out a piano sound, right? Holy. But yeah, that's the basic is cold for anything. Piano, where are you, bruh? I'm tempted to plug my computer up, just play those chords. It's not like I haven't played them a billion times. But let me turn the transpose back. Wait a minute, 2 times. Whoa, never do that. Never do that. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I be pressing shit. I hate the strings in mine. I like the playfulness of this sound. We're gonna go ahead and up the octave up. Matter of fact, let's go over here to this track. We're on the arrangement, right? And let's go to this one. And then go back over here so I can play the chorus, motherfucker. And turn them fucking pianos down too. That actually, no. That's the wrong one. Wrong track. Piano. Track. Turn that down. Get rid of that effect, bro. I can't use the reverb, but that fucking echo is pissing me off. Is it going back to that one naturally, or is that the thing? Oh well, I guess I'll play it in. So one thing that's cool, I know people probably have told y'all that, but if you don't know, if you go to your clip matrix and you go over here to settings and go over here to legato, boom. Yeah, just letting y'all know. If you got to set up these right here for success. It only works between clips. If you have, by the way, if you have all this right up here, oops. If you have all this right up here, these are not clip. These are the arrangement. This goes into your arranger, okay? This just represents your arranger. But you have to make and generate clips or whatnot. I already have a tutorial on that shit, of course, but you know, I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. But let's see. I can't remember what I want to do. I don't know. But I guess I want to rename this shit Vox because can you do it on here, or do you got to double tap? Oh, this is double tap. I don't know why in the world they would do that. They would need to. If you're gonna have one thing long press, you might as well have the other one long press. But nonetheless, though, I'm gonna move this to the end. Yes, you can adjust your stuff. You can reposition stuff to move it around. It only makes sense. I'm gonna move. Well, first, let me double tap and name this bass. This is not pluck at all. Bass. It's our bass line. Our bass line is always gonna be second to what? Drums. And if you do chop up samples and you set up a mute group, when you set up a mute group, your mute group, and I'll show it fully off because I know people won't know what I'm talking about. The mute group will end up being its own track by itself, brand new, and it's I don't know how to explain, but if you used to do like a track, exploding your tracks or whatnot. A lot of people don't know that, but you know, here I is to say today. Here I is. And let's go ahead and create a couple of clips here. Clip one. Boom. Of course, I create a clip on a track I already got a clip for. All right. Special. I'm special needs, like a mug. Let's go ahead and create a clip. Things I have to get used to. I got to get used to moving stuff around so I can just go into the arranger to the actual clips themselves and making an arrangement. There's actually a faster way to do it. Obviously, the fastest way to do that is by going on main or something like that. Then we're going to do that. And we're good to go. How does the video quality look like on IG? Is it crispy? Is it crispy clear? Is it crispy cream? I bet it should be at least 1080, and that's not what you need to do when it's streaming, because it looks like the stream on here is 720. Oh my, that should look crazy. But that is, I think if you are aspiring to stream from OBS into IG, you need to set your OBS up to, of course, 720 by 1280, and then that should be the best quality. You know what I'm saying? And everything from your audio quality is going to carry over. So you got to be all right with that, you know? What more is Sakai going to do? Was someone, I saw someone that was, oh, no, a homie of mine was like, oh, I can't wait until they add mouse support. I'm like, nigga, fucking move the fucking goalposts. Why don't you? But then I got to realize to myself, like, man, look, not everybody is going to have the exact same opinions as I am, or, you know what I'm saying? So me in that situation, I was just like, bro, you can have that. You can have that shit, G. That's not what we going to do over here, though. Bass. Yep. I'm gonna set up everything for legato. Making sure I got legato on everything so I can copy and paste over. You know what I mean? Yo, what up? Quantized bar. I'm gonna set that quantized bar to like something looser. What would technically be the loosest? This? Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. By the way, holding the set button and pressing a pad will let you select a pad, but not allow it to play. So my bad. Someone sent me a message. My bad, dog. I thought I sent you that message. You gonna be pissed. You my boy, dog. If you watching the live stream, you my dog. Yeah, I'm sliding for the MPC gang right now. Give me a sec. Herb Soul, what's good? Shout out to Twitch. Big King Brilliance. Big shout out to IG, people sliding in and sliding out. Said my honest opinion on the live 3. This is Jason Walls on IG. He said my honest opinion on the live 3. I'd still take the push 3 in Ableton. To be real honest, majority of the features came from Ableton Live. Now that much I do agree, but there's certain things about the MPC is totally different in terms of workflow. Not to mention, as someone that's been a long time Ableton Live user, there's features in Ableton Live, dude. I'm not gonna like. They just added stem separation. That should tell you something about Ableton as a company. Gary up in this thing. What's happening? I honestly think I should separate the. Like explode the tracks. I'm gonna use this kit again too. It's a real good kit. And this is a stock sound with your MPC Live 3. You know what I'm saying? All these are stock sounds, so everything that you hear me put together. That's all stock sounds, bro. Stock samples too. Let's see. I think I entertain y'all folk. You know what I'm saying? Enough, man. Big shout out to everybody that was watching on IG. I'm going to say bid y'all a farewell and God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all for sliding through. And I'm going to let y'all go. Twitch gang, I appreciate everybody for sliding through, all 2 of you. I'm gonna let y'all go too. Y'all can get the hell up out of here. Pew. I'm gonna let y'all go too. Pew. Hey, I can't afford a mini right now. What you mean? So you ain't the only brokey. Shit. You ain't the only brokey, bruh. I can't afford it either. I'm a brokey too. Shit. What you mean? God bless. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for sliding through. I will be live tomorrow, but the biggest thing that I want everybody to know, appreciate y'all for sliding for your boy every single time y'all can. I will continuously do content and whatnot. I will be streaming a little earlier because I want to kind of stream at a decent time. I might do it 8 p.m., if I get enough content. It can't all just be MPC shit. Like, people are multi-engaged, or if I do, the simple fact that I was, you know what? Instead of me saying that, how about this? Because Twitch, fine. Like, I can do whatever I want on Twitch except for things that will get me kicked off. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of like if you really want to get to watch multiple streams, make sure that y'all follow me on Twitch, by the way. I think the link is in the description box. You know what I'm saying? Link in the description, bio, whatever. But in terms of like watching me on other content channels and stuff like that, I got multiple channels. So a lot of people don't know that, like, when I'm tired of creating content, it's because I'm doing multiple channels. This is how hard you got to work these days. And I actually like it. There's a whole lot of things I could be doing that, what I'm saying? How the hell did this motherfucker get an MPC? That's cold. That's cold-blooded. But anyways, I just noticed that. The Key 37 stem should be free. Nigga, is $10. Nigga, is $10. It's $10. I hate to say it like that, but come on, bruh. But anyway, so, of course, there's 16 levels, the 16th levels YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? There's Dark Coffee Radio. I'm probably going to post a lot of my beats from live streams like this over there. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't necessarily need to do well. And this channel is more about music than anything else. And this is just music technology. And then, we just do music on here. At Mcree TV, that is the Ratchet channel. That is the Ratchet channel, goddammit. That is the Ratchet channel. And you like ratchet shit, we got a whole bunch of ratchet shit going down the pipeline, okay? Then, of course, I release music, the DJ at Mcree, topics or whatnot. And then there's Not at Mcree, which is my gaming channel. You know what I'm saying? Well, Twitch definitely will catch all of the vibes. Twitch will always catch the vibes. And if you want to catch me on YouTube, that's fine. I'll be on YouTube. But, sometimes I will be, if you don't see me, don't mean that I ain't doing nothing. It's just that I have multiple channels. So I'm just letting it be known. And, I'm going to close y'all out by shielding it up. So this is my shield for today. If you want to learn more about the MPC Live 3, matter of fact, if you don't know, FYI, if you get the MPC Live 3 Masterclass, it comes with a project so that you can follow along with it. If you go and you log in and you make your account first before you purchase, please save us the time. And if anything happens, and if you can always hit us up or whatever, and we'll make sure that you straight or whatnot. But yeah, 7777. I have over almost 3 hours of content on there. And I have to upload some of the other videos that I have that I have cut up. I have other videos that I made. I just haven't posted them because I'm dripping them out. And also as a perk, I will have videos that will be on there first, and then they'll be on the YouTube channel later. You know what I'm saying? Not the main masterclass. No, that won't be on YouTube. That will not be dripped out. So don't think that you're going to get something that's going to be on YouTube. But I will have other shit. You feel me? And it does come with its own download or whatnot, so you can follow along and then you can learn more stuff. And I got other masterclasses and stuff like that too. You know, this one in particular, I'm not doing the 1 year subscription shit because I'm not dealing with people like that no more. I'm not dealing with you guys. A lot of you guys don't read and you don't see subscription and all this other stuff. Then you say, I got charged. And then you talk about your money back and stuff like that. I've been too nice, but I'm not going to let that fly no more. But yeah, masterclass up. Let me know how you feel. We're going to continue to keep on cooking up on here. Now I'm sliding now. Y'all take care. Y'all.